So welcome back to another 3-Minute Thursday, where today we're talking about how do you know when it's appropriate or when you're ready to go through the fitting process. It's a very popular question, and it's a question we get asked all the time, and you just might be surprised what the correct answer is. So if your responses sound something like this, John, I'm not happy with my technique, I need to get some more range time, or it's still early in the season, so let me get a couple more rounds under my belt, or my favorite is, I'm making some pretty significant swing changes, and I'm working with the coach or watching some online instruction videos, and it's when we hear responses like this that we know we have to step in to provide a different perspective to get you back on track. So let's jump in and find out exactly what this week's tip is. So before we dive into today's topic, I first off want to welcome you to our channel. So if this is your first time or you're just passing through, then consider hitting that subscribe button below, because I surely would hate for you to miss out on any of the cool content that we are releasing, such as like today's video, where we're going to share a couple golden nuggets with you in order to just give you a different perspective, so that way you can make a better informed decision. So without further ado, let's throw 3 minutes on the clock and let's start now. And what better way to change your perspective than to give you a different viewpoint? Sometimes you do have to look at it from the outside in, or in this matter, from the top down, because there's just two key things we need to help you understand in order to find the correct answer. And with the first one really being is, how consistent of a golfer do you really need to be in order to get the most out of the fitting session? And the reason why we believe this one to be so critical is because when we hear comments like that, then we know that you're searching for a perfect swing. I mean, and if you're not hitting 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 good shots, then you just feel that you're not good enough to go get fit. And really, that couldn't be further from the truth, because if we look at it from a club fitting perspective, we really only need to see 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10 good shots, and heck, I don't even need them to be perfect. I just need to see club on ball, ball going in a certain direction, so this way I can help you understand how are your clubs working with you or against you. So as you can see, we don't need to see a perfect swing, and there's a pretty good chance what you're working with now is good enough. So for those note takers out there, all we're looking for is 30 to 40% of the shots you hit to be good shots. So the next time you're out on the range, take a pen and pad and keep track of your progress, because if we're truly ever going to be able to help you understand if your golf clubs is helping or hurting, then the only way to truly know that is to put different options into your hands, so that way we can see if we can provide a different result. And believe me, we see it day in, day out. Sometimes all it takes is 1 or 2 changes in order to help you achieve the consistency that you're searching for. But once again, if you don't get fit because you don't think you're good enough, we'll never know. Now, the last thing we need to help you understand is what's the difference between a major swing change and a minor swing change. And depending on which camp you fall into, it might be advantageous to put the fitting off until you get a little comfortable with the swing changes you're trying to make. And one of the easiest things we can do to help you understand the difference between the two is just know that anytime you affect your timing, your speed, your tempo, or your pace, we would classify that as a major swing change. So if you're working on things such as your club path, your swing direction, your face to path, or your angle of attack in order to improve your launch conditions, and definitely, we would consider those to be minor swing changes, and I'm not downplaying them by any means, because they have a significant impact on where the ball ends up. It's not something that should prevent you from going down the fitting path. And a simple explanation is that when you are working on these type of swing changes, you're not really going to affect those 4 key variables, such as what Bryson DeChambeau did from 2019 to 2020. That is definitely a major swing change, and if that is the direction that you're going, then yeah, it would be advantageous for you to delay the fitting until you do get a little bit more comfortable. But you just might be surprised, if you're just fighting the slice or the hook, how a club fitter could potentially just put something different in your hands to help you mitigate that slice or that hook, to help you get there quicker and faster. So guys, definitely thank you for watching, and we truly hope you found value in this information that we shared with you today. If you have any questions at all, do us a favor, leave them in the remarks below, and stay tuned for next week.